Good morning, everyone. We are the Group 1 and we will discuss to you a case report entitled Klebsiella pneumoniae liver abscess.
So, liver abscess due to Klebsiella pneumoniae is an emerging infection worldwide with predominance in Southeast Asia. The virulent strains K1 and K2 are recognized to cause a new invasive syndrome with metastatic infection. So, diabetes mellitus is a significant risk factor for the development of Klebsiella pneumoniae liver abscess or KLA. Poor glycemic control results in a worse prognosis and complications, including sight-threatening endophthalmitis. So, we report the first case of Klebsiella pneumoniae liver abscess or KLA in Sri Lanka. So, a 63-year-old Sinhalese man with diabetes mellitus of 8 years duration presented with fever, loose stools, and loss of appetite of 1 week duration. He was on diet control for diabetes with poor glycemic control and was not on a proper follow-up. On admission, he was ill and febrile.
So next, we will present to you the laboratory findings. So during abdominal examination, it revealed hepatomegaly, and the size is 2 centimeters from the right costal margin, meaning the patient's liver, specifically doon sa lower margin, is enlarged. And then other systemic examination was unremarkable. An ophthalmoscope examination revealed non-proliferative diabetic retinopathy. And if you say non-proliferative diabetic retinopathy, it is the early stage of diabetic eye disease and commonly mga diabetic patients ang may ganito. Next, they have conducted full blood count, and it shows WBC count of 18 times 10 raised to 9 per liter with neutrophil predominance, and the hemoglobin was 12.12 grams per deciliter, and the platelet was 256 times 10 raised to 9 per liter initially, and the hemoglobin dropped to 9.8 and the platelet count dropped to 63.10 raised to 9 per liter respectively. So during blood film examination, it shows severe bacterial infection with sepsis and features suggestive of DIC or disseminated intravascular coagulation. Okay, so for the ESR meaning erythrocyte sedimentation rate. So it shows inflammation because the level was 75 mm per first hour. So next is the C-reactive protein level, which shows 197 mg per dl. It shows serious infection. It can be trauma or chronic disease because the normal value should be less than 0.3 lamang. And next is the procalcitonin, which is 59.9 mg per liter. And then it shows na nagtaas din siya wherein baka may response sa bacterial infection. Next is the blood culture. So this blood culture shows Klebsiella pneumoniae after 9 and 13 hours. So it will be discussed later. Next, the chest radiograph shows normal. The retroviral screening shows negative result. And then the FBS or the fasting blood sugar level is 212 mg per dl. So as you can still remember, the FBS level greater than 126 mg per dl is evident for diabetes. So as you can see, 212 ito siya, meaning the patient is suffering from diabetes. Next is the urinalysis. It shows proteinuria with 3 to 5 pascals per HPF. And then for the serum creatinine, which shows 134 microgram per liter initially, then mas nag-increase siya up to 647 microgram per liter. So, as you can see, the patient's kidneys are not working well, And I have read an article or in the NCBL na link that bacteremia is associated with increased na blood creatinine levels. And one of the most commonly identified na bacteria from urine culture is Klebsiella pneumoniae. Next is the serum potassium. So serum potassium shows a level of 6.1 millimoles per liter. So possible reason for hyperkalemia that can be associated to the patient's condition is uncontrolled diabetes. And lastly, we have the lower gastrointestinal endoscopy, which shows normal result. Okay, so an ultrasound scan was conducted sa kanyang abdomen part, which revealed a large ill defined hypoechoic lesion, which is suggestive for liver abscess in the right lobe of of his liver. So the segments are sa 7 and sa 8, measuring 8 by 6 by 5.5 centimeters in size. So it also shows 100 ml of thick pus. And as you can see, baka, hindi ako sure, pero I think dito na part yung liver abscess. So yes, ito, ang ultrasound scan niya. Next.
So in order to diagnose the patient, um, uh, we need to perform initial gram staining. So when it was performed, it was found out that they found short non-motile bacilli stained red. So meaning it is gram negative. Also, the bacteria was very virulent because it has a capsule. So it covers the bacteria. And for the after that, it was isolated on a blood agar where large white mucoid colonies were found to grow. So it also had viable hemolysis. So after the blood agar was performed, it was then isolated on a McConkey agar to find out if it was lactose or non-lactose fermenting. And for this specific pathogen, it grew pink mucoid agar. It was very large and it tested for lactose positive. So because of these characteristics from the initial gram staining to the blood agar and the McConkey agar growth, it was then found out that the bacteria that was present on the patient was Klebsiella pneumoniae. So another thing to remember about this that it is a very opportunistic bacteria, and it tends to string when you take the when you try to isolate it. So that's why it is also called as Friedlander's bacillus. That is the other term for Klebsiella pneumoniae. So these tests were performed in order to find out what was the specific bacteria found on the patient.
So that is the picture of Klebsiella pneumoniae in shaped agar. Next, please. Ito sa McConkey agar, wherein makita niyo yung large pink colonies, that is mucoid and lactose positive siya.
So for the discussion, a liver abscess is a potentially life-threatening infection. Common causes predisposing to occurrence of liver abscess include biliary disease, malignancies of gastrotract, and phlebitis. It is commonly polymicrobial infection, and the common causative organism well documented in the literature include E. coli, Streptococca, Enterobacteriaceae, and anaerobes. But currently, there is an emerging trend of primary liver abscesses caused by Klebsiella pneumoniae. Klebsiella pneumoniae is a gram-negative bacillus belonging to the genus Klebsiella. It is an important Nosocomial pathogen is mostly associated with respiratory and urinary tract infection. Primary liver abscess due to Klebsiella pneumoniae was first prescribed in the literature in 1986 in Taiwan. A recent alarming incidence of a new syndrome due to K1 and K2 serotypes of Klebsiella pneumoniae is reported mainly in Taiwan. The causes of predominance of cases in Southeast Asia is not currently understood, and genetic predisposition is still not proven. However, a high fecal courage of virulent K1 Klebsiella pneumoniae ST23 strains was demonstrated in individuals of Southeast Asia and may explain the higher incidence. Intestinal colonization with virulent strains has been shown to be highly associated with development of KLA. An important this genotype, which strongly associated with highly invasive disease in Taiwan, has also reported in 3 continents, denoting its widespread geographic existence. KLA is currently recognized as an emerging infection and an important cause of sight-threatening endophthalmitis in a number of countries worldwide, in which this sight-threatening endophthalmitis is an inflammatory condition of the intraocular cavities usually caused by infection and has been commonly reported. Next daw. Numerous extrahepatic complications of KLA reported in the literature include meningitis, bacteremia with multiple metastatic abscess formation, epidural abscess formation, necrotizing fasciitis, septic arthritis, and septic pulmonary embolism. So these generation cephalosporin are preferred choice of treatment in KLA pigtail catheter drainage is shown to be protective against metastatic infection and mortality. Treatment with first generation cephalosporin and percutaneous drainage has been found to be associated with low mortality rates, metastatic infection, and complications showing comparable rates to treatment with third-generation cephalosporin. So diagnosis of KLA is made based on the culture evidence and radiography on computed tomography. The features that suggest KLA includes single abscess, unilobar involvement, and solid or multiculated appearance. Yan lang.
Okay, so to conclude our discussion about KLA, from the laboratory findings shown and explained earlier, most especially the colony characteristics from different culture mediums such as sheep blood agar and McConkey agar, it shows or it was identified as Klebsiella pneumoniae. So liver abscess due to Klebsiella pneumoniae is an emerging infection and most commonly reported from Southeast Asia. So considering the reported rise of KLA according to the recent literatures and its preponderance to occur in Southeast Asian countries, it is still worthwhile to suspect Klebsiella pneumoniae as etiological agent in cases of liver abscess in Sri Lanka. So if you're still wondering bakit Sri Lanka, we have reported yung case kanina sa case presentation. The man was a Sinhalese. So ano siya, taga Sri Lanka. Early clinical suspicion, mainly in patients with diabetes. Again, diabetic patients is somehow associated with Klebsiella pneumoniae. So again, early suspicion can lead to early intervention, institution of appropriate therapy, and minimizes the complication of KLA. So this is our reference. You can search it sa internet. So that's all. I'm Lenny May Lisita.
I'm Joshua Faith Benitez.
Catherine Neffy.
I'm Camille Folio.
Thank you, everyone.